Morning, all. All right, so we have 3 games today in the National Hockey League, thus the preview will be mixed in with the news of the day. And there is an early game. There's a game starting in about an hour and a half's time. At 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit is designated as the home team, so they get last change on those giant benches. And it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January the 14th as well as April the 13th. On the Toronto side, they're 8-5-2. Over their last 10, they're 5-3-2. Auston Matthews, really strong start to the season. 13 goals, 6 assists, 19 points thus far. Does he get a goal against Detroit today? Well, for Detroit, they're 8-5-3 on the season, but over their last 10, they're 3-4-3, and they've had a hard time putting together a full 60 minutes. But Raymond, playing at home, had a goal yesterday, does get one today as well. He now sits with 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points this season. And then 6 hours later, we get into the evening games. So 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, Buffalo and Winnipeg. And I'm just going to do 3 separate videos for the reviews today. No problem. First of 2 meetings between Buffalo and Winnipeg. They'll meet again March the 3rd. On the Buffalo front, they're 7-8-1 to start the season. 5-4-1 over their last 10 games. Skinner, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. Another strong season for Jeff Skinner thus far. The Winnipeg Jets are 8-5-2, but over their last 10, they are 6-2-2, and they're coming off of a really strong game against the Devils. Scheifele, 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points for Scheifele. After an odd year last year where he had over 40 goals and wasn't a point per game, now he's back to more Scheifele-like numbers. And that's good news for Winnipeg because he's well above a point per game. Then at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, the Florida Panthers, coming off of a loss yesterday against the LA Kings, are in against the Anaheim Ducks. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Florida on January the 15th. For Florida, they are 10-5-1. Over their last 10 games, they are 7-2-1. Matthew Tkachuk, 3 goals, 14 assists, 17 points for him. One of the best players they've got. Of course, you can have a debate about which one's the best and all of that fun stuff in the comment section below. Anaheim 9-7 to start the season, 7-3 over their last 10, coming off of a humiliating loss against Colorado Avalanche. We'll see how they bounce back tonight. Troy Terry, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points for Terry thus far this year. And he's played pretty well. He's been a big part of this story that is the Anaheim Ducks to start the season. So let me know your winners in the comment section below. Now on to news of the day. Timo Meier, not at practice. And not a whole lot on his status right now, but Jack Hughes is a full participant in practice for the Devils today, centering the first line. So it looks like he's good to return in their next game, which is great news for the New Jersey Devils and their fans. Of course, the Devils last night beating Pittsburgh, so yeah, things are going pretty well for New Jersey at this stage. Again, Jack Hughes coming back would be huge. Whenever Heischer's able to come back, that would be pretty big news as well. We'll see when that takes place. But at any rate, Hughes is coming back. There is a chance we'll see both Ekblad and Montour for Florida tonight against Anaheim. They're both seen as game-time decisions. They're really, really close. That's why they came with the team on this road trip. So, should they come back, is that going to throw off the defense? Is that going to enhance the defense? You can never tell when somebody's coming back into the lineup what kind of ripple effect that's going to have on the rest of the lineup and how things shake down. But yeah, at this point, I think Florida's going to be pretty happy to have Ekblad and Montour back. Considering they're 10-5-1, it's been a good start to the year. And now they'd get 2 of their best defensemen back. So for the New York Islanders, they're getting close to video territory now. They have a 7-game losing streak. The odd thing for me is I don't know that the Islanders are necessarily playing badly. It's that same storyline of playing a full 60 minutes. They're not getting the full 60 minutes out of their players. And so for the New York Islanders, it is video territory at this point. It's getting closer. Once a losing streak hits 10, I am basically at this point with the channel legally obligated to do a video on a team's misfortunes. It's just like once a winning streak hits 10, I have to do a winning streak video as well. So for the Islanders, the wins are elusive. I still think there's potential there, but yeah, there's definitely some stuff to look at. So the Capitals, who are on a nice little run right now themselves, they're getting healthier too. Mantha and Van Riemsdyk are set to return to the lineup tomorrow. Trevor Van Riemsdyk's an underrated defenseman. Anthony Mantha could be quite useful. Mantha has had, of course, injury problems throughout his career, so if you're a Caps fan, you got to be crossing your fingers and hoping he's able to stay in the lineup for a while, maybe the rest of the season kind of while. But yeah, the Capitals getting healthier. Encouraging news too with Boston. Matt Grzelcyk returning to practice. He's expected to return to the team in roughly a week. The 25th apparently is the date that they're setting on when he should be back. The Boston Bruins have done pretty well without Grzelcyk. I've been very surprised that this is a team that was dealing with losing their top two centers in the offseason, and then a blue line that was really being severely tested early on, and the results have been quite good. So Grzelcyk being back in the lineup would be bad news for everybody else. Easy for me to say. And so let me know your thoughts on that. And I find this funny too. So the idea that Pettersson at this point would feel any pressure to sign an extension with Vancouver, well, of course not. The team, though, doing its best just to downplay the contract situation, apparently not concerned with that either, which is seemingly different than things were in training camp. In training camp, it felt like things were a little more, I don't know, it just felt like there was some sort of level of panic. It just feels like the team will sit down and get it done. And if you're Pettersson, well, why in the world would you want to sign an extension right now? With every passing game, his asking price is going up. He's having a ridiculously good year. Now, instead of looking at 10.5 million for Pettersson, the ballpark has gone into the 11 to 12 million dollar cap hit territory. So, yeah, the longer the Pettersson waits to sign a contract extension, the longer the Canucks wait, the more expensive this contract's going to get. Pettersson's just absolutely dialed in this year. Great run. And that's coming off of a good year last year, too. So the Canucks can't sit down and say, well, this might just be a fluke. No, he's legit. And he's going to get paid like it this summer. Or potentially before the season's done. That's the interesting part is that it doesn't sound like there's the level of concern that there is in Toronto with Nylander. Of course, it's different. Nylander's an unrestricted free agent. Pettersson's a restricted free agent. But I believe that after this season, it's only 1 year until unrestricted free agency status for Pettersson. So there's still that concern, of course, on some level, because that's where things were with Tkachuk and Calgary, 1 year away from UFA status, and teams can get a little antsy. But it looks like right now in Vancouver, things are good. I think winning does that for you. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And again, there will be 3 separate videos reviewing games today. And then, of course, I'll have to do the preview for tomorrow. And then the preview for Sunday is going to be kind of, well, I mean, the first game starts at 5 a.m. my time, which is 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm actually kind of tempted to put that portion of a preview somewhere else or something along those lines. The 5 a.m. start, I'll talk about that again at some point between now and when that one gets going. I don't see how I'm going to be able to watch that game and sleep on Saturday night. So at any rate, we'll see how it all goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.